Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Morning. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So today we are going to start the next topic, that is internal warehouse movements. So internal warehouse movements basically comprises of four elements: the replenishment, rearrangement, ad hoc, and posting change. Ad hoc and posting change we have been doing regularly, ad hoc move, randomly move any parts to any bin or anywhere in the warehouse. We use that ad hoc move transaction, ad hoc move product or ad hoc move HUs. Okay. Posting changes, changing the, I think we have not used much, but at some places we have used where we had to change the stock type from unrestricted to quality, block, anything, randomly without, you know, uh, I mean specifically going and selecting a product or a HU and changing the stock type for that. Okay. So these internal movements are, not, I mean, generally not initiated from ECC, or the product is not coming from outside, or not the product is not going from inside to outside. It's generally happening within the warehouse. Okay, the movements are happening within the warehouse. Okay, it may or may not update ECC depending on what stock characteristics are changing, but your movements are within the warehouse. Okay, so the idea here is specifically for processes like replenishment and rearrangement, that your space is utilized completely. Okay, so that you can do better picking and better put away. Okay, and you can be more efficient in your warehouse operations. Yeah. So we'll go through one by one each of these topics, each of these areas in internal. First, let us complete the ones which we have already covered. Ad hoc move. Okay. And just log into the system. So ad hoc moves is used for transfer of product or handling it from one location to another. So you can move a single quantity or a single HU, and or you can use multiple quantity of multiple HU. Okay. So here we go. We go into slash n slash SAWM slash ADHU. But if you notice, this transaction is just two-way. If you go here, you go to product. If you come here, you get a HU. Okay. So you can select, let's say we're doing HU task. You can select product here, and you can then go and select any of those HUs. Okay. So here you get a check mark if there are open tasks for any HUs. Okay, or else you select one HU, go in the form view. Okay, and you can change the bin you want. Let's say move to packing, and then 999 is a process type for internal movement. Okay, and you say confirm. So automatically your task gets created and confirmed in the background. You can also create a task and do not confirm it. Okay, so you can see over here in the order, the task is a HU task. Okay, so start moving from your source bin, this will move into your packing area. Okay, this is the HU. So it's a HU task, you get an HU movement. Okay, so it's already confirmed. You can also create it and get it confirmed by through RF or some other user. So I mean, this is one way, and if you're doing a movement to multiple products, you can select all of them like this. You can do mass change. You can enter the bin, confirm, okay. All the all the ones which you have selected will be all the issues that you have selected will be moved to that particular bin. Then product tasks. Okay, so we'll do same HU. We'll now move it from that bin to, so the packing we moved back to 8004 using a product task. So you can see now when I task was created and confirmed, now you can see the HU, it was a product task. Okay. So you have moved it from here to here in the HU. So basically, the movement for product task is you can defer the quantity. You can say instead of 4, I want to pick 3, 2, 1, whatever. But when it comes to HU task, you cannot go into one level deep and select the quantity which you want to pick or which you want to move. Okay. So that is product task. Then this is how we work with product and handling a task. So any random movement, any ad hoc movement in your warehouse, you try using this task, this transaction. I think it's not related to any process, but overall execution or overall practicality, you might always need this transaction. Okay. Then coming to the next transaction is post. Okay, SAP EWM post. So this is a transaction which does posting changes in EWM. So there are so many products kept over there, and you can see any product, it's an F2. F2 means unrestricted. You want to change it to quality. So saying like you're changing the stock type, you're changing the you know bins for a product. Here you're changing the stock type of that particular product. It's unrestricted. Let's say you don't want anybody to pick this handling unit. It's damaged. You want to keep it as a block. Then you put it as 4010, and then put it as B6 is block, right? Q4 is quality. So here you can create it this way. So this gets blocked into EWM, so it will also create a document, posting change document in ECC to make it blocked in ECC as well. Okay, so we'll look into that as well. Okay. So material document got created. Let me log into ECC now. Okay, state. So you can see a posting change document has been posted. So you can see transfer posting from block to unrestricted plus means reversal. So understated to block 343 is block to unrestricted. This is a reversal of that. So 344, that means it is moving the stock into block. Okay. So you can also see the stock in MMB. First time we have put in this stock into block. So you can also check in MMB. This is stock in the ACC system. In our EWM system, we see stock in the monitor. Okay. So here you can see some stock in block now, 4 pieces. Okay. So this is how we work with our posting changes. Now, what posting changes and ad hoc? You have an option. Let's say you can directly do it, yeah, or create a request so that somebody else will go and create a task and confirm it for you. So we directly converted. Most of the time, we directly converted. But let's say you want to schedule it for somebody to do it later on, to create a task later on. Okay, so did I have which is the HU which we changed? 65. Okay, this is the HU that we changed. Okay, so what I will do is I can also say move it back to F2. So now when I do this create the save, it directly does it, but if I want to create a request, same goes with add prod movement, ad hoc product movement. We can create a request and then we can create a confirm task later. So a request gets created. This is something like this movement has been planned, okay, and then IM underscore PC, and then you'll see this document created. We can create a task and confirm it. Saying stock does not exist. Then 8004 people. Okay. Looks like there is no stock in the bin. So if there is a stock, we'll create a task here. Okay, and so this is the bin, and automatically the stock will get converted after creating and confirming a task, and stock will get converted into quality or unrestricted. Let us try if we can group some stock over there. But there are open tasks already here, so that's why it's not creating. Let me move this stock to in okay, so let's now try creating it out. Okay, it's looking for 168 HU only. So 168 HU, we have created only for 168 HU. So I think we need to cancel the open task for 168 HU. So this is the HU in this bin. We'll do the posting change. Let us see where the handling unit is now. So packing area will move to staging area. Eight zero B4. It's looking for, actually we have activated POSC, so it's saying that this movement does not land as per POSC. So I'm just saying just ignore POSC. Now let us try to create a task. So it's now available in staging bin. I think this is a problem. I think we have taken a wrong HU, it seems, because that HU, this movement is for changing from block to unrestricted, but you don't see this HU. It's in block. The reason it's not happening is because it's assigned to a delivery 11346. Looks like we should have taken a stock which is in the storage tab, not which is moving for some delivery. Let me cancel the picking, so that it becomes a normal stock. 11346. So the stock. Okay, let's try now. So it's like a delivery that we create, but this is for internal movement. This is created for just for keeping it planned, and then later on, anybody who wants to do this, he can come and create the task on its own. The stock is now available. We can create that. So you can see the stock has, you know, stock has changed. Okay. And now the task has been created. Task is of internal. Now we will see the posting change delivery. It should be completed. Yeah. And let us now see the handling unit. What we made it into block. Now we change it back from block to unrestricted. Okay. So, but now first time I did it, ad hoc in just one transaction. Then now what we have done is we have created a request, and through that request we have converted into F2. Okay. So this is how we work with the posting changes. Okay, you have posting change request also, and you can directly convert also. So posting change, always it is going to update ECC. Okay, ad hoc move, it is only going to update ECC when the storage location is changing. Let's say the availability group is changing. So if you move from one storage step to another, and if that changes the availability group, then it updates the ECC system. Let's go to our next topic, replenishment. Any questions on ad hoc and posting change? Seems to be straightforward.
Yeah, Rohan, Shreyas here.
Yes, yes.
In posting change, as we saw that it will create a document in ECC also, right? Material document.
Yeah, yeah.
And the example which we have seen just is that we are moving the stock to unrestricted as a unrestricted stock, right? Sorry, block stock.
Correct.
Uh, so if we want to move it again back for a, let's say, as a level stock, then we have to do it in EWM only. We cannot do it in ECC, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the principle of EWM. Any stock movement or any stock changes has to be done in EWM if it is EWM managed warehouse.
Right, right.
See,
But if
no material document can be posted in ECC. Okay, it has to always be posted via EWM only in an EWM managed storage location.
so, does the ECC throw such error?
ECC, when you try to do a posting change, unrestricted to quality, you do it in Migo, right? So what
Right.
it is going to do is, it's going to create a delivery for you. It's not going to create a material document. Let's say what we do is inbound delivery, we do a delivery creation. Outbound delivery, we do a delivery creation. So whenever the material documents are required, ECC system will create a delivery for you, and that delivery will be the one which we just saw, IM_PC, and then you can confirm task and do the posting changes in your VM.
Right. Got it. Thank you.
You cannot directly post material document in ECC whenever the EWM is there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So let us now go through the next topic, that is the replenishment. We'll try to cover at least theoretically this concept today, and then tomorrow or later part today we'll try to demonstrate this. I mean, we had done a setup where we can um, test this process. So in our case, the testing will be like this. Whenever we see, what we had decided is, the stock which is going into 8001, let's say slugs, okay, or 8005 is nuts, they will go directly. Whichever stock which is going in 8001, let's say the slugs which are going in 8001, slug for shaft, all kinds of slugs. So they will be stored into 8001, okay, and then they will be replenished into 8005, okay, and then they will be supplied to line. So why this movement is required? Because there could be many reasons. Let's say for example, you know a typical reason why we have such kind of movement is sometimes what happens is this is let's say very close to line. This area is very close to line. So instead of you supplying slug from here, then all the way moving from here to here, it's easy, quickly, one shot user can supply from here to here. So what people do is, let's say slugs are available in quantities of 100 per pallet, okay, but you need one slug at a time for one pump. Okay, so what you do is you keep your pallet of 100 over here, and you keep your slugs, let's say 10 slugs available here. So one by one slugs are supplied here. Once the quantity goes below minimum, so you bring your stock again back from high rack storage, 10 pieces, next 10 pieces, and again the fixed bin. Okay, so the idea goes like this: you have a reserve area, let's say 8001, where you keep all your stock, your big handling units in thousands of pieces, and then you place some stock over here in the primary bins, and from there you supply to line or do outbound. So why we do this? Because for the ease of picking, so instead of people going and opening pallets, going to big, you know um, it's big storage areas. It's better to pick from easy available, easy picking bins. See, this is a very basic concept, which you will see in every retail store, right? So they get lot of stuff, they keep it in their storage areas, warehouse, or anywhere in their godown, and wherever they need, they will keep the quantities in their display, some quantities in their display, let's say 10, 20, and then whenever that goes down below some level, they will always have paper in hand, or automatically in their system. Once they sell that part and the stock goes below minimum, a request goes to the godown to send those many parts to their retail stores, right? This is a very basic thing we see in all your retail stores and grocery stores. So this is the same thing we do it in industry also. You pick from here, and once the stock goes below minimum, you go to your reserve area or go down and you bring some more stock. Okay. So but here it's all done internally by the system, because we have many max quantities maintained. We don't want to depend on users to do that. Okay. So what kind of that process is called as replenishment, moving from here to here. You have to replenish your fixed bins. These bins are always supposed to be fixed bins. Okay, why fixed bins? Because fixed bin means they will be fixed bin for quota, fixed bins for picking. They should be. So always stock is picked from these bins. Okay, so it should have a fixed bin strategy. So there are basically 5 basic replenishment strategies, 5 basic ways through which we can create replenishment. One is planned, the other is order, third is create, fourth is direct, and fifth is automatic. So we'll just go through one by one each of them. What is planned, what is unplanned? So as we know, as their name suggests, planned, um, you basically that replenishment is going to happen. Either you create a badge for that, or you manually run a transaction on a specific interval. Okay, and you are aware that that this replenishment is going to happen at a particular time. Okay, so that's a planned replenishment. Unplanned replenishment is while users are doing the picking, okay, or on a random ad hoc basis, where the time and when it will be triggered is not fixed. Okay, so let's say for example user goes to picking and he doesn't find the stock in the bin. He will enter an exception code and say, hey, do the replenishment. That's unplanned. Okay, so there is also something called as automatic replenishment, where here what we are doing in plan, we are creating a batch job or manually running a transaction. So we are planning the movement, but in ad hoc, whenever the picking happens, and if the stock goes on at automatic, sorry, whenever the tasks are created, picking tasks, the stock goes on a minimum level, it creates a task to replenish it from the other storage type, reserve storage type. Okay, so this task creations uh, is of category 3, which is internal movement, and the activity is called as RAPL, replenishment. Most of the time, standard system, the process type uses 3010. Okay. So we'll just talk about these 5 strategies, what they do and how they work. So plan, it's the most common strategy where you have a minimum quantity and maximum quantity maintained for storage type and bin. Let's say 8003 will hold minimum 1 quantity, maximum 10 quantity. If the stock goes down below 1, then your batch job, or you run this plan replenishment program, that was going to create a task for you. Okay. So here the replenishment quantity is calculated. Okay, so basically we also have something called as replenishment quantity. So we have minimum quantity, maximum quantity. So let's say a pallet is of 100, minimum quantity is 10, 1, maximum is 10. So wherever the stock goes on minimum 1, we say replenish in multiples of 5. So or 10, so the product will always replenished in 10 quantities. Okay, or let's say 5 quantities. So I mean, let's take some figures, which are matching to a product characteristic. So let's say slab, what is their pallet size? So we'll decide what is the minimum and the maximum quantity for that. So slabs are mostly available in quantities of 50. Okay, so let's say, so this is the quantity we are going to maintain. Let's say slug for shaft. Okay, the pallet size is 50. So we get from vendor 50. Okay, so now let's decide stock in fixed bin, how much it will be. So what is the minimum stock in fixed bin? What is the maximum stock in fixed bin? And what is the replenishment stock? 3 things we have to decide whenever we do this replenishment. So we say, okay, we need at least maximum we can store as per the bin capacity is 15. Minimum 5 should be there, because as soon as the stock becomes below 5, the stock goes on below 5, then by the time you supply the next stock, it will take time, right? So if stock goes on below 5, there are 4 pieces, so let's say 4 pieces are required for next 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes, the next stock of 15 or 10 pieces will appear. Okay, so you say replenishment quantity is 10. So whenever the stock goes on below 5, a task is created for 10. Okay, so you can also give replenishment quantity of 5. If the stock goes on below 5, 2 tasks will be created of tasks will be created of 10. 5 times, multiples of 5. Okay, tasks will also always be created multiples of 5 until it reaches the maximum quantity. Okay, so we can keep it 5 or we can keep it 10, the replenishment quantity. So 5 is also okay. So it is the multiple of this, system is try to create tasks until the maximum quantity is reached. Okay. Then these are the three things we decide, and then we maintain master data for this. Okay. So slug per shaft is 3-4. Let us see if we have stuff for this. We don't have stuff for this. Let us take some other slug. Let's say slug for spiral casing. Okay, we have good stock here. 8001, 8001L. Okay. Most of the stock is lying in the staging area. Let me put them into destination bin. So 8001 is our storage type. Slug for casing. We will do slug for casing. So we have steel 100. So the stock is now here, lying here, and some of the stock is lying here. I'll move the stock to here. Okay. So there should be some task open. Okay, so let me do a header move for this product, and whatever stock is not there, we'll move it to 8001. Okay, so stock there should not be anything in. So all of this will not put in, will not keep anything in staging, and everything I'll move it to. So mass change, let's do it in 8001. Confirm. Okay, all of them are now moved to storage type. So I think this bins are having, stock. I'm just correcting the stock position, so that we can test it. So I'm just going to say this is the bin. I can see, high level HU. That means these are nested HUs. Just for simplicity, I'm just trying to remove this because it. So here you can see these are two HUs within one HU. So I'll try to make it single level HUs. Or let me move it 318 and 326 to some other pin. Okay. So let me move this HU 318 and 326. So that when while picking, we, okay, let's keep it like this. If we get tasks for these bins, we'll have to, whenever the task is created for 318, we'll have to say from which HU we want to pick, 319 or 320. Okay, so let us now go and check the indicator for this part. The stock is there. The part is T-T100, and we will see. So put away always goes into 8001, and removal should be from 8005. Okay, so such an indicator does not exist, so let us create a stock removal indicator. Then we will say, okay, let us do some more config here. We say storage type search sequence, and let us create a sequence here first. So we say whenever the stock is being picked from H005, stock should always look for H005 storage type here. We'll remove other things. So whenever we are trying to replenish, we'll say always look for stock in 8005. Yeah. Okay. Then this is the picking. Yeah. So I'm just creating this so that whenever we pick the stock for our production purpose, we move it from 8005. Stock removal indicator 8005 2010. Move pick it from 8005. Okay. So now this stock removal settings we will kind of maintain to a product, saying that always pick from 8005 for stock removal. Okay. Then this product should be assigned to a bin of 8005, fixed bin, where it will be stored. Okay, currently we don't have any stock for this product in 8005. I'm sure, let me see. No, we don't have. Okay, then let us assign a fixed bin. Okay, so in the pick phase here, as we decided here, right, we'll assign a fixed bin. What is the fixed bin of the product? Where it will be always removed from, okay, and where the stock will be maintained. So we maintain a, sorry, BINMAT, bin mat is the transaction where we maintain the fixed bin. We have used this transaction for testing the strategy. So here you can see there Here I think already it's maintained. We have tested this, but looks like the minimum maximum quantity we have not put here. So this is the product which we are maintaining a fixed pin for. Let me delete it and reinsert it. So this is the bin, that is the fixed pin for the product. We have already maintained it. VN8000 supply chain unit, 8005 storage type, product is T-T100, and our quantities are maximum is 15 pieces. Okay, minimum is 5 pieces. Okay, and then let us check if it is quickly maintained. Yep. Now let us go into the product master and maintain what is the replenishment quantity. So in the storage type data, we can put what is the replenishment quantity. So here you can see it's minimum replenishment quantity. Here also you can maintain the minimum maximum quantity. Okay, but this is at storage type level. Okay, and that quantity which you maintain is at bin level. So even if you don't maintain this, it should not a problem, minimum maximum, but at least you should maintain a replenishment quantity that will be used. Okay. I think we have done most of the settings. Now we'll do the replenishment specific settings, okay, in SPRO. So what we'll have to say is whenever we are doing replenishment from 800, whenever we want to trigger replenishment, so stock should be moved to 8005 and it should be picked from 8001. So we'll have to say this is our pick phase, this is our reserve, or this is our fixed bin. So we'll do it somewhere here. So what kind of strategy you want to do? Okay, you activate here. There are 4-5 kind of strategies. Okay, so let us activate, let's say, all kind of strategies here. Create part, order part, create part, automatic. There are I think 5 you can see here. Let us do this new entry and maintain it for our storage type. I think you have to copy at least 2, 3. So warehouse is WH80. Okay. Storage type is 8005. Current replenishment. What is the quantity to be considered physical or available? We say physical. Create warehouse task. Let's keep it standard. Again, the process type to be used is assigned here 3010. Let's keep this create part as it is. Let's create another one. Automatic. So we have a, kind of created 3 entries: plan, automatic, order related. We can also do direct and create part. Let us maintain those also. So all kind of replenishment we do. At least we will keep it direct one. Saving it. Then, so we have activated the replenishment, and these two things, they are standard entries. Let them keep it. Now what we'll have to do is we have to create a strategy. Okay, so what we have to say is, whenever we are doing picking, okay, with 3010, okay, so what the stock should be picked from. Okay, so what you have to say is, whenever the stock removal indicator is WH80, whenever the stock removal indicator is 8005, and we are doing replenishment with process type 003010, pick from 8001. So we'll have to create the strategy where the stock is only getting picked from 8001. Stock removed from 8001. So we'll assign this search sequence to our part, yeah. So we say so this is also stock removal, but here, instead of removing from, as removing stock from, you know um, for picking, we are removing stock from as per replenishment, yeah, 3010, and we are saying wherever replenishment is there, pick from 8001. So this is a product which is supposed to be having a removal indicator 8050. Whenever 3010 process is being carried out for them, use this indicator, or use this storage type to search the bin from. Okay. So now we'll try to do a plan replenishment. Plan replenishment is done through a task. So for a storage type, we select what kind of replenishment we want to do. So these are the 3 planned ones where you can do it order based, crate based. So it's similar to this. The execution, the task creation, the task execution is same. Only the way the task is created, we have just not discussed the other kinds of replenishment. Let us see the first one, the basic one. Okay. So you can say TST100. So system is trying to see. I've told you the replenishment quantity will be always 10. The system saw that this product, the stock was below 5. So it's creating, replenishment quantity, replenishment task of 10. It didn't create for 15 because always it is going to create in multiples of replenishment quantity. So 10, the next multiple becomes 20, but the maximum is 15, yeah, so it goes above maximum. So it creates just 10, keep it, below maximum. So you say perform replenishment, and you get a replenishment task created. Okay, so this is your task, and we can see this task on the monitor. So this task, when you see it's a replenishment task from 3010, the stock is moving 8001, the stock is moving into 005, the fixed bin that we have assigned to, and the quantity is 10. Okay, this is how a replenishment will be carried out. A task is created like we normally confirm a task. We will confirm this, and then after confirming, when you come into your monitor again, you will see the stock is now in your fixed bin. Okay, 10 pieces are there. Now this part will be kept on supplying to production or outbound, and once the stock goes on below 5, again replenishment will be triggered. So let me move the stock, let's say 6 pieces here from this bin. Let me remove 6 pieces so it becomes 4. Yeah, let me go to pack. Sorry, pack is not a bin. Let me go to staging. Okay, so now 4 pieces are there. Now again, when the batch job is scheduled or somebody executes it, again, 4 and max replacement quantity is 10, so now let's try to replenish, to 10 again. So now again a task got created. If we confirm the task, then the stock in the bin becomes 14. So confirm this task. Confirming the replenishment task. Let's see now the stock in the bin. It should be 14, yeah. So now again the stock will be consumed until it goes back to 4. 4 less than 5, let's say 4. Then again a quantity of 10 will be replenished. Okay. So this way, your replenishment takes place. The task creation execution is same, but the way the task is created is different for different types. We just saw first replenishment type. Now tomorrow we'll see some more replenishment techniques. So direct, automatic, and other techniques. So we'll try to understand, but the way of executing the task creation, the idea remains the same. Okay, but for different purpose we use this replenishment. So those purposes we are going to see tomorrow. Okay, and then tomorrow we are going to briefly discuss on rearrangement, and then if some time is left we'll do a overview of physical inventory process. Tomorrow morning we are meeting again at 6:30, and we'll try to complete physical inventory process tomorrow. Okay, with let's say one and a half hours or quarter to 2 hours session, and then we'll try to complete week 6 tomorrow, and then on Monday we will catch up for some additional topics which are not there in the course curriculum but are still important, and I'll discuss those with you. Okay. So any questions before we end for today?
Yeah, hi Ron.
Yes, please.
For replacement, do you need to have for job schedule? Do you need to have some SPRO setting, or we have to configure something for that?
I think we have done that now, right?
No, no.
Whatever settings
I'm asking the
then yeah.
the job scheduling is if you want to job schedule for that.
No, it's this is the program that you will be doing. You get the program for this report, okay, and you schedule that program with a variant.
Okay. Here only.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the program. You schedule this program and you can create a variant, and that will execute it in the background.
Okay. Thank you.
Oops. I think it's trying to see the glimpse as. See, you can schedule it. Okay, you can create variant. So there's no configuration as such. Whatever configuration is in these two nodes which we did today for replenishment, your strategies and your activation of what kind of replenishments you are doing. Okay. Okay. Anything else? So we'll end the session for today and we'll catch up again tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Tomorrow morning 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.